Welcome back. You're watching the Urban Debate. Now, we keep talking about fake news and the impact of fake news on our lives. I had a first-hand experience of fake news this week. A colleague sent me a screenshot of a tweet that looked like it came from my Twitter handle. I was shocked. I hadn't written it. In fact, I hadn't tweeted anything for a week because I was traveling, but this particular visual was going viral on WhatsApp. On the 9th of July, just yesterday, a photograph was doing the rounds. It seemed like a tweet that came from me. It justified child trafficking on the basis of religion. It was on troll pages on Facebook named Prostitute and Dark Tweets from a Liberal Basement. In fact, Dark Tweets from a Liberal Basement is a Facebook page that photoshops tweets on a regular basis and puts it out. And this tweet was a photoshopped image of my Twitter handle. To add to it, they had captioned this image saying, "Insane," and she's a journalist. Wonder what will happen if Modi loses. When we looked closely at this picture, we noticed this, and it's circled on your screen. The words "fictional tweet" with an asterisk at the bottom of the photograph, written in grey, almost difficult to see. This was obviously put there by the person who designed this photograph, just in case they got into legal trouble, in case I filed a complaint. But if you look at the photograph, it's not very easy to point that out. A lot of people would have assumed it was real. Several people on WhatsApp and Facebook have assumed that this atrocious tweet was in fact something that came from me. People forward things on WhatsApp so quickly without actually examining it that they're going to believe that this is real. This is an example of what fake forwards and fake news can do. The motive was obviously to discredit me, to crush any dissent, to single me out based on my religion. And while many commented on those Facebook pages that this was a fake tweet, the Prostitute didn't budge until I broke my silence, and then the Prostitute as a page took down the post. Dark Tweets from a Liberal Basement as a page still has the post up. This is how fake news is spreading in India. This is the reason why we have instances of mindless lynching on fake WhatsApp texts and Facebook posts. A campaign we're running on Mirror Now has obsessively been talking about the fact that we need to get sharper and more careful when it comes to our WhatsApp forwards. For this particular tweet, we've already gotten in touch with the authorities to find the person who did this and make sure he doesn't do it again. But once again, I appeal to you, let's not fall prey to fake news and fake information and WhatsApp, which has become a hotbed of vermin that's spreading hate and lies in an attempt to divide us based on our religion and our differences. We must hit back with cold logic and with the truth. To the people who put up this tweet, I will have you know that I am not at all afraid of you. And you can continue to spread lies, and that won't matter to me, because we will come back to this channel and to this office and to this studio every day and continue to do the work that we're doing. And the fact that you are running scared is a signal that we're doing the right thing. And now to get on with that work that I was talking about. What a horrid, horrid time we've had of it in the city of Mumbai for the last several weeks. Bridges have collapsed, roads have caved in, there's a pothole every 3 feet. It's impossible to drive on these roads, it's impossible to take the trains, it's impossible to travel in our city. And that's not the worst part. Over 30 people have died because of the rains in the city of Mumbai. And that's because the government has not been ready. Our reporters have been on the ground for the last 2 weeks to bring you live reports. Sandhya, in fact, is live right now in Kalina. Sandhya, what is happening in Kalina? Kalina has always been, a sort of flood-prone area, but has it been worse this year?
Faye, talking about the areas in Mumbai, there are many areas which are flooded since last 3 days. Yes, last 3 days there are areas which are absolutely flooded. Kalina is one of them, and let's hear from the citizens of this particular area. What do they have to say about it? Mr. Dolphy D'Souza, I would like to start with you. BMC Mirror now did a report asking BMC whether the city is rain ready, and BMC on record, on camera, told that they are absolutely rain ready. What do you have to say to that?
Actually, we don't need a tsunami to sink this city. 26th July 2005 was a very big deluge, and the maximum people who were affected were in Kalina, and almost more than 1,000 people died. But the BMC has not learned any lesson. They're saying we're spending money. A budget of 27,000 crores of rupees, actually nobody knows what is happening. And I can tell you this, that this is because of misplaced priorities in terms of not protecting mangroves, encroachment on RA colony side in terms of various aspects they want to do, opening up the salt pans, opening up the coastal roads. Now, this will actually sink the city. In fact, I want to suggest to the Honorable Prime Minister that instead of the bullet train, they must cancel the bullet train and have submarines. Because this is going to be a big problem every annual year. And the cliche they say is, "Is time bahut barish gira." Now, every year the rains fall, rains will not fall, then what happens? But you have no mechanism, no accountability in terms of holding somebody accountable for such type of mishaps. Look at it now, the rains have stopped. A spot like this has flooding here, which is absolutely painful, and how difficult it is in situations like this. And I would like you also to talk to the residents here, because you'll get a picture of it, that the BMC must buck up and not give us excuses.
So I would like to know from you also, as we were discussing about this issue earlier, you told me that how Mithi River is not cleared, and the way this particular road is designed, there are many more spots like this in city. Yeah. Do you think BMC has failed us once again, all of us?
Failed us because Kalina went global in 2005. Yeah, it got a big name because on account of the floods. Here, most of the buildings where the flood water had reached up to the second floor. And you could have seen the trouble the residents faced here. So, but BMC has not learnt a lesson from this. I immediately, when our good friend Mr. Robin Vegas asked me about who are the people staying in Nesta compound, you give me the names and all. Yes, I gave him the name, but I asked him also, is Mithi River monitored today?
Absolutely. They do claim that Mithi River is monitored, sir, and they also claim that they do the desilting on time, in fact. But that's the claim, because if we talk about the ground reality, you all know how different it is. If you can tell us what exactly it is.
The problem is every year they clean the drains, but immediately the silt comes back. And they remove the silt and keep it on the road, and the first rain, everything is back inside. So it is back to ground zero again. And look at this gutter. I don't know, so many children are passing this area. So some children might... There are,
Yes, we have got 4 schools around in this compound. I'm staying here for the past 50 years. And Nesta compound is becoming worse day by day. There are 4 children who come in the morning to school. There is it is such a chaos. Whether we are coming or whether we are going. There are children falling in the water. The drains are... the lids are not there. The dhapas are not there. And children are falling into it. We have to stand to tell them that, see, this is going on. And this whole road is clogged. The whole road. See that building, for example, now. There is water right up to the window of the building. That is Adarsh building. There is right up to the ground floor. Till there. And then we have approached the municipality. We have...
Any results, ma'am? Because we all...
No results. Absolutely no results. In fact, in Nesta compound, I'm the one who every monsoon tells the municipality, calls them up, get this road cleaned up. Get this road cleaned up. All these things to replace and everything like that.
But nothing happens. Ma'am, the residents of this area, they actually put the lives of their children in danger, because as you told that there are schools.
There are 4 schools. Absolutely. And the traffic here is so bad. The traffic here is so bad. Whether the children are coming, crossing, There are bikes just whizzing past. The taxis are just whizzing past. There are
It's risky.
small-
It's risky. How do you deal with it, ma'am? How do the residents of this area deal?
We have made just complaints. We have made complaints.
As you heard, Faye, these are the issues of the people of not just Kalina but the entire city.
All right, Disha Shah standing by in Sanpara as well. Disha, Sanpara has had a massive problem all day, but this is of course not a one-day thing. Now, people in the government would like us to believe that it is a result of heavy rain. But heavy rain is what we receive in Mumbai every year. This was a problem of desilting not being done, roads not being ready, potholes not being filled, and actually trenching work that started far too late. Is that not true, Disha?
Well, absolutely. If you talk about here, especially where I'm standing, Faye, right now at Sanpara, which is in Sion Panvel Highway, you can see the situation right now. 1 feet deep potholes, and we have measured these potholes through the day, Faye, especially on this stretch of the road. And this particular Sion Panvel Highway comes under the PWD, which comes under the state government. So here it is not only the BMC to be blamed as far as how the city is in Mumbai, but here the state government also needs to be blamed, because what we learned from them is that pre-monsoon work did not happen at all, Faye. Despite floating tenders worth over and above 400 rupees, we did not see any road repair work per se, especially on this stretch of the road where you are seeing, and that is why we did see traffic through the day and making commuters' life really terrible. The distance that is approximately covered by 6 minutes. In fact, we drove down ourselves and it took us over and about 1 hour only to cover that 6 minutes of the distance. Let's speak to a few commuters out here who travel on this particular stretch through the day, and let's speak to them about the issues that they are facing as far as this entire stretch of the road is concerned. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Tell us about the Sion Panvel Highway. We know for the fact it is one of the arterial highway, but do you really think the state government was rain ready? Any pre-monsoon work that was done, especially on this stretch?
There is no pre-monsoon work done on this road, frankly speaking. The work only done during the Under-17 FIFA World Cup. After that, there is no work done at this road, and I have given lot of requests to the PWD. I have followed every department related to this road, and they assured me that before monsoon we will make it concrete at certain spaces. The spot you are seeing, the potholes, it's not only the potholes over here, it's across the 18 kilometers. This road is completely impassable. यहाँ पे हर रोज ट्रैफिक में आपको 5 किलोमीटर जाने के लिए 1-1 घंटे लगेंगे. एंड इन संडे को तो यहाँ पे बहुत ही बुरा हालत था. 10 किलोमीटर तक का ट्रैफिक था. रात को 2 बजे तक ट्रैफिक थी, और सबसे बुरी बात ये थी कि PWD ऑफिशियल्स उस दिन छुट्टी पे थे. मैंने उनको 10 बार कॉल किया. कॉल करने के बाद वो रिप्लाई आया कि आज हमारा छुट्टी है. उनके बदले जो नवी मुंबई ट्रैफिक पुलिस है, हैट्स ऑफ टू दिस पर्सन्स, उन्होंने दिन रात भर काम किया है, और हमारे जैसे कुछ वॉलंटियर्स के साथ मिलके. अभी हमारे साथ कुछ और भी सिटीजन है. प्लीज
आप बताइए, डू यू रियली थिंक दैट द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हैज फेल्ड सिटीजंस वन मोर टाइम? स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने काम नहीं किया है, इसके लिए हम ये बार बार हर साल लगातार देख रहे हैं.
डेफिनेटली मैम, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अगर काम करती तो हम यहाँ पे खड़े नहीं रहते थे, हम तारीफ करते रहते थे. जरूरी उन्होंने कुछ काम नहीं किया है. आई स्टे इन रोडपाली, कलम्बोली मैम. वहाँ पे तो ऐसा है कि स्कूल बस लिटरली हिल के जाती है. इट्स सो रिस्की दैट हमको लगता है कि हमारे बच्चे सेफ घर आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे. इससे भी बड़े बड़े पोर्टल्स वहाँ पे है. तो वी लिटरली वी आर नो वेयर नाउ कि इतना कंप्लेंट होने के बावजूद भी मैम वी आर सो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड दैट कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा है. हम कहाँ जाए एग्जैक्टली?
अथॉरिटीज सो रही है. हम लोग 1 घंटे के रास्ते के लिए मुझे 2.5 से 3 घंटे लगते हैं. ऑफिस पहुँचने की देरी, आने की जल्दी, 2.5 से 3 घंटा मिनिमम जर्नी है आपके लिए. अब सोच सकते हैं, विकास नहीं है, विनाश है. लोगों का विनाश हो रहा है, तो गवर्नमेंट जागे और कुछ उपयोग करे.
आपको लगता है कि ये एवरी 3 महीने जो है आपको थोड़ा लाइफ का यहाँ पे रिस्क रहता है? बिकॉज ये हम देख रहे हैं बहुत बड़े बड़े खड्डे हैं.
मैडम, इस रिस्क ऑफ लाइफ, अब हमको लगता नहीं हम लोग घर जा पाएंगे कि नहीं जा पाएंगे. बिकॉज कभी एक्सीडेंट हो सकता है, आप गाड़ी फंस सकती है. तो इस थ्रेट टू लाइफ, लोग घर से फोन आता, भाई आप कब तक आओगे, कभी नहीं आओगे. So,
an important part I want to note here is the fact that in the past 1 year, over 93 people have died only due to potholes on this particular stretch of the road. This is a 25-kilometer highway, and it also connects to Mumbai. Let's speak to more citizens. आप बताइए, you tell me, you go to work everywhere. Where do you go? And usually in monsoon, does it take so long for you to travel?
Yes, I am a working woman. I travel every day from Kharghar to Lower Parel. So the distance, it is 1.5 hours distance. But it takes every day 2.5 hours. So do you understand? You can imagine how much frustrating it is for a common person who is traveling every day. So I don't understand where this money which you said, the fund has been allocated, where is it going? I'm unable to understand this. And can you understand, can you just imagine the plight of the common people who is working? They're really frustrated. Where do we concentrate, on the roads or on our work? So this needs to be taken care of as soon as possible. And why now? Why not earlier? Why every year this is happening year and year? So why not the precautions being taken earlier? Why always at this time only?
So these are the frustrations, Faye, that people are venting out every monsoon. It is the same story each and every time. We'll speak to one last commuter here. आप बताइए, do you really feel troubled every monsoon because it's the same story?
Yes, I do feel, मुझे लगता है कि बहुत पॉट होल्स की वजह से मुझे मेरा क्लास अटेंड कर मैं बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो जाती हूँ. मुझे मेरे क्लास एंड ओरिएंटेशंस को बहुत लेट होता है. बेसिकली समर्स को मेरा घर और क्लास 10 मिनट्स का, यहाँ 2 घंटे 1 घंटे लगते हैं. एंड यू कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सीडेंट्स आर टेकिंग प्लेस जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पोर्ट होल्स. एंड दिस इज़ नॉट डन, दिस जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दीज स्टाफ एंड these, I don't know, whatever people. These things are happening and India is not going forward.
So time and again, every monsoon, same story. Over 200 deaths happen on this particular stretch of the road. And we are standing here in the middle of the highway, Faye, just to show you the kind of the picture here. That it's not only the potholes, but this area was also flooded. Now the water has decided because the rains have stopped. But you can see that this traffic snarls, the potholes has really made life miserable for everyday commuter who travel for their workplace or be it home. They are really scared for their life. They are scared whether they will go back home safely or not.
All right, Tisha Shah standing by at Sanpada. They're bringing us a live report. Tisha, thank you for bringing us that report. Nightmare, really, for the citizens of Mumbai. And I want to tell my audience that we obviously called representatives of the state BJP that runs the state government. They have refused to be part of this conversation and they've refused to speak with us. They've in fact put an embargo on the entire party and told all members of the party that they are not to speak to us on this matter. Same goes with the Shiv Sena. The Shiv Sena has been running the BMC, the richest civic body in the country, for over 20 years, has refused to speak with us about this matter. So what they're hoping is that if they stick their heads in the sand and pretend nothing is happening, the problem will miraculously go away. Well, I'm going to tell you that it's not. I honestly believe that it's even too late at this point to even listen to their explanations. It's been several years. We've brought this up year after year, and none of these people have learned. What we're going to offer you today, viewers, is accountability. Vadala was flooded. The agency responsible for Vadala is the MMRDA, which belongs to the state government, which comes under the Urban Development Ministry, which is headed by the Chief Minister. Ghatkopar, broken roads, agency responsible, MMRDA. Urban Development Ministry of the state government comes under the Chief Minister. Western Express Highway came to a complete halt, is a complete and utter mess. Agency responsible is the PWD, comes under the state government and the Chief Minister. Sion, those children that you saw backflipping into the water, that's Sion, agency responsible, PWD, comes under the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Eastern Express Highway totally flooded. Visuals that you're looking at of Sion and Lower Parel and Elphinstone that are on your screen, that's the Eastern Express Highway. Agency responsible is the PWD, comes under the Chief Minister. Hind Mata completely flooded. Agency responsible, the BMC, comes under the Shiv Sena and the Commissioner Ajay Mehta. Portals in the Fort area, which is where the BMC has its office, agency responsible, BMC, Ajay Mehta and the Shiv Sena. Lower Parel totally flooded, agency responsible, the BMC, Ajay Mehta and the Shiv Sena. We're going to offer you accountability. If you have a street that is flooded, that is potholed, that is riddled with traffic, if you are traveling by train and you found yourself completely frustrated over the last 2 weeks, call us today and we will tell you which politician is responsible for your pain, because there's an election coming up next year. And so while these politicians can choose not to speak with us, they cannot choose to make the truth go away. So we will tell you the name of the politician responsible for your street, the agency responsible for your street, and you can use that information, hopefully, when you go out to vote next year, because that is the power that citizens have. Joining me on the show today, Saurabh Pant is a stand-up comic, Shailesh Gandhi, former Chief Information Commissioner, Clyde Craster with the NCP, Rajiv Mishra is an activist, Mr. Chandrasekhar Prabhu is a town planner, Abha Singh is an advocate, Varis Patan is an advocate, and also the MLA of Baikala. I thank all of you for joining us in this conversation. I'm going to start with Abha Singh. Abha Singh, here's the number for this year, for this monsoon. 36 people have died, Abha Singh, from trees falling on their heads, falling in potholes, from flooding. 36 people have died, Abha Singh. Criminal negligence from a government that refuses to answer questions.
Absolutely. It's a deplorable situation because monsoons happen every year. It is not something that government is facing for the first time. Clearly shows that there were no preparations and now it is only passing the buck. BMC has a budget of 35,000 crores. For pothole repairs only they gave 100 crores apart from the 1,000 crores which was used for repairing and construction of the roads. It clearly shows its corruption. The trains have stopped today. In fact, Bombay High Court pulled up the railways and the government and said, when you know every year in that particular area there is water logging, why can't you make elevated tracks? There is no willpower. The government only wants to make money out of the taxes which people give. And let me tell you, it's simple corruption. Why they have not registered an FIR under 304A of negligence? Because the woman who died on the pothole yesterday in Kalyan would have been alive had there not been a pothole, the bike would have not skidded. Even the woman who went to drop her child to the school while returning died under the bridge. It was the duty of the government because railways and the BMC both are equally responsible as per the law of the land because a street includes a bridge also and now they are just passing the buck, state versus center. Let me tell you, both of them are responsible, be it for water logging, be it for falling of the bridge or the potholes. I think Mr. Fadnavis should step down and the railway minister should be made accountable for the harrowing deal of the people who met today. The long distance trains are stopped. The Air Asia flight, it jumped the people would have died because it just jumped the runaway. There was so mismanagement. I am appalled that the commercial capital can come to such a standstill because of corruption and apathy.
Absolutely. And you know, I want to bring in right now someone who understands this, the way this entire system functions, and that's Chandrasekhar Prabhu, who's worked in the BMC in his career. Mr. Prabhu, do you believe that the government was ready? Because it's a combination, a lot of people don't realize it, it's a combination of state government, various state government agencies and the city agencies. Did they do their jobs? Is it just the rain or has the government failed us?
No. This is a systemic failure, a total failure of the system. I've been saying for time and again, if you take my bites 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, it's the same thing. And as an expert, this is a classic case of a city being strangulated to leading to, unfortunately, a painful death. And the city is showing signs. You know, we teach people urban development and we show them what are the signs of decadence. Now, Mumbai is a live example. It's like organs are failing. You know, the Elphiston Bridge thing, the fires that are happening, the Kamla Mill incident, the bridge falling in Andheri, they are all indications. When a body of a human being is put in an ICU and time comes for the body to leave this world, it shows signs. That's the sign the city is showing. It's showing signs that despite 35,000 crores being the budget of the municipal corporation, 65 to 70% of this money goes in paying the salaries and administrative work. So there's hardly anything left for the city. And whatever is left, you know what happens to it. Most of it goes in what can be called as shameless corruption. There is a nexus between the politician, the builder, the bureaucrat, and a section of the underworld. And this nexus is so powerful that they decide, irrespective of who is in power, who is in government, who's in control, they know that this city is meant to make money out of land, and that's what is happening. Now, it's not just the roads, it's not just the potholes, it's not just the flooding. Look at what we have done in our development plan. Mumbai suburbs had an FSI of 1. Now the average FSI is 3. The island city of Mumbai had an FSI of 1.33. Now that has been increased to 3 for cooperative societies and unlimited FSI for old buildings. Now, if you have a building above a building above a building, a Mumbai above a Mumbai above a Mumbai, how do you think that the city will survive? If a building is more than 200 feet, then what actually happens is the clouds, low-lying clouds, which would have otherwise left Mumbai to go to the hinterland, are stopped by these skyscrapers, creating a kind of a spot rain out of those clouds, which then
all right, you're absolutely right. In fact, in fact, Mr. Prabhu, we have several people on the phone line as well, and I want to get in as many voices as we can. Girish is on the phone line from Mumbai. If you have Girish already, Girish, go ahead. What problems are you facing? Dr. Sona has also called in. Dr. Sona, go ahead. All right, obviously my audio person is not in the habit of getting the work done quickly. Please get those phone calls lined up. Saurabh Pant joining us on Skype right now. Saurabh, you're a citizen of the city of Mumbai. Is this funny anymore? Does it deserve the jokes, or is it just beyond that?
So I was picking up my son from his play school the other day, and there was water which is filled up to about my waist. And to try and there was panic because not only was the problem the fact that there was flooding there, there was also a problem with regards to cars whizzing past us and all that stuff. Plus, obviously, the garlanding of every Mumbai street, which is open wires, which looks like a wonderful bouquet of electrocution. And when you're doing that and carrying a child with you, that's a situation of extreme panic. And the way I was trying to make him feel chilled out about the entire situation was to try and say that we're going to learn swimming today, and this is how we cross over to Sri Lanka and other kinds of jokes. But yeah, it's literally, to a child, maybe it's funny, but it's a scary situation. I also thought about this the other day, where it's like every time I go on the Worli Sea Link, right, I realize I have to pay a toll, and I've never had too many problems going on the Worli Sea Link. The route is always flawless. And I'm like, why can't we have that for Mumbai? And then I realized that we do. We have taxes in Mumbai. And obviously, I think it's a combination of factors that the toll that we are paying is our tax, and it seems to be going right back into the sea. And the sea is, of course, the coffers of whoever else it is. I think it's commendable that you guys have investigated who the politicians responsible in each place are. I genuinely think that the next level needs to be, either we need to figure out the budgets and how badly this money is being mismanaged, because there's no way the raw materials that are being used to construct Mumbai roads or desilt them or whatever else is actually what it is.
Absolutely. In fact, we have Atul Shah of the BJP on the phone line right now. Mr. Shah, if you can hear me, could you explain to our audience and the citizens of the city why we've had the kind of problems that we've had, and what explanation does the government have for the 36 people who have died so far?
Madam, I just wanted to intervene to the gentleman who was speaking before me. I don't know who was he, because
his name is Saurabh Pant. Yes, go ahead, please.
Now, the thing is, this gentleman who was speaking, it is ridiculous. On the contrary, the NCP government and the Congress government in 1995, when the BJP Shiv Sena government had come out of power, we had, the ceiling was to go up to Nariman Point. But here, even the Bandra ceiling, which we had planned for 460 crores, they kept it lingering for 7, 8, 10 years, and then it was escalated to 1,860 to 1,800
But Mr.
crores.
Shah, you're missing the point. Mr. Shah, you're missing the point. My question is about flooding today.
Being a lily white now, no, I wanted to answer that. But now coming to the flooding, you're right. The people of Mumbai are suffering.
Yes.
54% of the rain is already down. But I don't want any excuse. Now here, I don't want to go for any blame game also. And as far as the BJP government is concerned, our dynamic chief minister and Piyush Goyal, we have come to a decision that all the agencies, the railways, the corporation, the MMRDA, all the problems, the vulnerable chronic areas will be taken up. It's a tragedy that this is stuck. We are the most sensitive government. That is the reason. Devendra Fadnavis government,
No, Mr. Shah, with all due respect, you say the issues will be taken up. So the decision has been arrived at to take up these issues now, 4 years after your term?
No. The thing is, now this way, the work in as far as Mumbai was going on, you are right. Railways were doing it, corporation was doing it, the other agencies were doing it. But now the time has come that the blame game should be over. And that is the reason Piyush Goyal has also, and the Chief Minister, we are taking up this cause of Mumbai and all these problems we've suffered. You're right, 4 years, we have done a lot of things for the Mumbaikars. Now this has happened tragically. But the metro rail, can you, even looking at the commuter wars, the trains, the rush in the trains, the suburban trains, we came up with a metro railway and the work is going very rapidly. So we are not...
Okay, all right. So first of all, let me point out that this has not happened tragically. The city has been flooding year on year for the last 4 years, and I'm shocked that you believe that you're being sensitive by taking it up today and not 4 years ago when you took up the baton of the city.
15 days ago when the FOB had come down. At that time, it was decided. All
right, Clyde Castro of the NCP, respond to what Mr. Shah said. He did say that it was your government, the NCP Congress government, that caused the problems to begin with.
Well, Atul bhai, I don't understand where you're getting it. I'm sure you can find better excuses than that. Yes, I mean, we probably... No, Atul bhai, when you were talking, I wasn't talking, Atul bhai.
No, one at a time.
I don't know who is speaking.
Mr. Shah, this is Clyde Castro of the NCP.
I thought so.
Yes.
And he's a very good friend of mine, but he should know that the infrastructure projects which we had come up in the...
Can I respond to you, Atul bhai?
Was delayed by the NCP Congress government, and it was inflated to 1,650 crores. And if we would have been in the power continued,
but you,
Atul bhai, can I answer you?
Have been in power for 4 years, Mr. Shah.
Can I answer you?
Right. Let Mr. Castro answer, please. Clyde, go ahead.
Atul bhai, I agree to what you're saying. You're giving me statistics, but I think you should come up with a better excuse because you seem to have run out of all excuses. And let me tell you one thing. I think, I'm going to be very candid about this. I think we failed somewhere. That was the reason people of this state and this city voted you. What have you done in 4 years? You have betrayed your own voters. That's what you have done. And let me tell you one thing. You spoke about the bridges. That you spoke about Mr. Piyush Goyal coming. The last time when he came here, okay, there was the Elphinstone bridge that collapsed. He ordered a structural audit. Okay. Again, now when he came here, the Andheri bridge collapsed. He's ordered another structural audit. What happened to the structural audit last time? Last time around, if he had taken a structural audit and all the bridges were rectified, all the work was done, this bridge would have not collapsed. Now, after this bridge collapses, he's ordered another structural audit. There are cracks on other bridges. So you are only going to order structural audits and not repair them? Is that what you're trying to say?
One second.
We are concerned about the citizens of Mumbai. We are not afraid about the wrong criticism being taken.
So we are also concerned, Atul bhai.
Then let's speak. All right, you're both speaking at the same time. I can't understand you. Mr. Shah, I have someone with me called Rajiv Mishra. Rajiv Mishra is an RTI activist, and he is perhaps the most Mumbaikar in the sense that he travels by train. He's an extreme citizen. Rajiv Mishra, आप बताइए आपका रिस्पांस क्या है?
देखिए अभी अतुल शाह जी ने बोला कि उनकी जो गवर्नमेंट है वो बहुत सेंसिटिव है
जी।
अभी मैं आपको बताऊं, आपने एक आंकड़ा दिया 36 आदमी लोग जो हैं इस रेन के सीजन में अपनी जान गंवा चुके हैं डिफरेंट गवर्नमेंट फॉल्ट की वजह से। कहीं इलेक्ट्रोकटेड के हिसाब से, कहीं पॉटहोल्स के हिसाब से, कहीं ड्रेनेज में डूब करके, इस तरीके से 36 लोग मर चुके हैं। इतनी सेंसिटिव गवर्नमेंट इन 36 लोगों के डेथ पर कुछ कहने की बजाय या उनके बारे में कुछ सुनने की बजाय आज अपना बचाव करने में जुटी है। दूसरी बात, इनकी गवर्नमेंट इतनी सेंसिटिव है कि 1970 में जब ये बात सबको मालूम थी कि मुंबई ओवरबर्डन होता जा रहा है, अब इस मुंबई का कोई अलग उपाय किया जाना चाहिए। न्यू बॉम्बे के रूप में एक नई सिटी की परिकल्पना 1970 में की गई कि हमको मुंबई का बर्डन कम करने के लिए न्यू बॉम्बे को एस्टेब्लिश करना है। वहां आपकी इसी सेंसिटिव गवर्नमेंट ने आज जो डेवलपमेंट प्लान लाया है 2018 से लेकर 2034 तक का, उसको आप देख लें कि आपने क्या किया है, कितने सेंसिटिव है आप। आपको इतना पता है कि ओवर क्राउडेड मुंबई है, वहां पर आपने 5 FSI का कंसेप्ट लेकर के आए हैं, वहां पर आप 2 FSI से 2.5 FSI का रेसिडेंशियल कंसेप्ट लेकर के आ रहे हैं, बिना ये सोचे हुए कि यहाँ की स्थिति क्या है। आज ओपन स्पेस आपको, अतुल भाई,
सिंपल क्वेश्चन, वन सेकंड,
हमने मेट्रो रेल चालू कर दी है, हमने सारा काम रैपिडली होना चाहिए। ये सारी चीजें मुंबई करके लिए नहीं किए तो क्या है? ये बिल्कुल सही है आपकी बात। ये 36 लोग जिन्होंने जान गंवाई है उसके लिए तो ये मुंबई, ये कभी नहीं हम माफ कोई कर सकता है, मगर हम आगे लोगों को सुविधा मिले उसके लिए जरूर काम करेंगे, यही मैं आपको आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूँ।
जी एक मिनट, अतुल शाह जी, मैं फे डिसोजा बोल रही हूँ। आई हैव क्वाइट अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू। हियर्स द लिस्ट ऑफ रोड्स दैट वीव हैड प्रॉब्लम्स विद: ईस्टर्न एक्सप्रेस हाईवे, सायन Western Express Highway, Ghatkopar, Vadala. These are areas that are handled by the PWD and the MMRDA that come under the state government urban development.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Faye. I don't want to go into any blame game. Now in my constituency from Gold Level to Freeway, it's a major Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel road. Yes. It was flooded. But I went there all the time. I did not go for any blame game. This is state government or the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Now we have come to a conclusion that there should be a no blame game. All the authorities in as far as Mumbai is concerned should sit together and look at whichever areas needs an immediate attention will be taken care of.
Wait, one second. Saurav Pant is holding up a piece of paper. Saurav Pant, what do you have? Yes, Saurav, go ahead.
I was nothing. I was just holding up one piece of paper, which basically is a kid's book, which says the kind of things you should hold up during the rains, which is an umbrella and other stuff. I don't think. I mean, again, I feel like I'm listening to a political campaign right now as opposed to solutions. I don't think anyone
started with it because you started with that tall thing. I never wanted to make it political.
Sir, मैंने बस बोला कि वर्ली सीलिंग का एक उदाहरण देके मैंने आपको बोला है.
I gave you a glaring example of the corruption.
Okay, let's talk about corruption. I have something to ask. Yeah. Hey, can I ask?
So you don't try to be, like you've done so much for Mumbai. 10 years you always in the role. What did you do for Mumbai?
Atul bhai, I have known you better than this. Show some sensitivity, Atul bhai.
Yeah.
I have known you better than this.
All right, I have a couple of, one second, I have a couple of voices that I have not brought in yet. Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, in extremely respected voice. Varis Patan, I will come to you as well. Shailesh Gandhi, extremely respected voice, former Chief Information Commissioner. You've heard Mr. Atul Shah right now. Shailesh Gandhi, are you buying the argument that the government has now decided we will not blame anybody, we will get to work? 4.5 years have passed in this term. Mr. Gandhi.
Even today, I wish they would make a statement saying that by next year or next 2 years, we will not have these problems. What are these problems really? Basically two. One is because of bad roads, we have potholes. And then they try and fix the potholes and then the thing disintegrates completely. A country like Sri Lanka, which has perhaps more rain than our country and more rain than Mumbai, you do not find potholes, believe it or not, Faye. You can travel along the roads, tarred roads, and you will not find potholes. You've got to really go hunting if you want to find a pothole, whereas here this is the standard, this is the norm. We've now come to a situation where we say every year we must fill up the potholes properly. We've almost said we cannot make good roads, which is untrue. Internationally, 5 to 10 years guarantees are given for roads. In Mumbai Municipal Corporation, the guarantee for a road is 3 years, and even that is not enforced. Therefore, we have this problem and we allow corrupt contractors to get away and corrupt municipal officers to get away. The fault lies with the political as well as the bureaucratic establishment. I will not only blame the political establishment because the bureaucratic establishment is as much to blame. We have senior officers and they are also certainly responsible for this. But let me tell you, in terms of waterlogging and water not running off, this current government, the political government, is pushing Mumbai into a complete disaster by saying they will develop the salt pans. They are saying we'll develop salt pans. On the one hand, I have heard government sources saying the Mumbai topography is like this, we don't have space for the water to run off. On the other hand, they are trying to say we'll take away all open spaces and build on that. If they do, we are condemned to a very, very bad situation. And in terms of topography, I have heard this argument not just now but from other people. Please understand, Amsterdam, entire city is 2 to 4 meters below sea level. Let people say they have a solution or they have no solutions. And my submission is they should make a firm commitment saying by this date we will resolve this. And this is the way we will resolve it. We are hearing nothing except platitudes and we are allowing them to get away. My submission is citizens can do something given this messy situation. Each citizen takes up ownership of a road.
Can I speak, Faye?
Yeah, Mr. Shah, go ahead. Mr. Shah will respond to you and then Baris Patan.
Apprehensions are quite understandable, but here he is asking for commitment and he is right. We should work in that direction. And as far as the metro is concerned, we have come out with a deadline.
Give us a commitment.
We have come with the deadlines. We have come up
We are
with
not
a
talking
deadline.
about metro, sir. Sir, we are not talking about metro.
No, if you want to talk about the metro, Atul Shah. Atul Shah, we had the Shiv Sena. Mr. Shah, if you can hear me, please. The Shiv Sena made a statement. Aditya Thackeray himself made a statement to the press saying that the metro construction has broken the drains in most of the cities, in parts of the city, and that is why there is flooding, because the metro construction has not been careful.
Say that the districting work was delayed so much. I said right from the beginning, I've been saying, I don't want to go into any blame game. Absolutely no reason. There is no way that I will be holding anybody responsible. Everyone is responsible, and we would do that. And I was trying to, stress upon a point of.
Give us a year.
Well, Faye.
We are the government.
Now let me come in. I have been listening to everything.
Yes, Mr. Patan has been listening very patiently. I accept.
Allow
Mr.
me
Patan,
to
go
make
ahead.
my point. Mr. Atul Shah says that he is not blaming anybody, but here the blame game has begun. The BJP is blaming the Shiv Sena is blaming the BJP, but both of them have remained in the corporation since last 15 years, and every year they know what Mumbaikars face. Today, the MMRDA, the PWD, everybody together have failed the Mumbaikars. With the budget of Faye, let me tell you, about 30,000 crore rupees, which is more than Assam, Orissa, most of the states of our country. What is the accountability? Where is the money going to? The roads were not properly done up. The desalination was not done properly. Now, what have they done with the money?
Well, I'll get you an answer, Mr. Patan, 1 minute. We have someone from the Shiv Sena.
Accidentally killed under the bus.
Yes, Prakash Surbe of the Shiv Sena is with us on the phone line as well. Mr. Patan, I'll get you that answer. Mr. Surbe, इस साल BMC ने 50 करोड़ रुपए डीसिल्टिंग पे खर्च किया है, एलोकेट किया है, लेकिन डीसिल्टिंग हुई नहीं. वो पैसे गए कहाँ? क्या आप हमें बता सकते हैं कि पैसे कहाँ गए? Where did the money go?
मैडम, बम्बई की भौगोलिक रचना अलग टाइप की है और बम्बई में जितना बारिश गिरता है कोकण और बम्बई में उतना बारिश और कहीं गिरता नहीं है.
नहीं, ये सच नहीं है.
तो
चेरापूंजी में बारिश गिरती है सर, आप ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
1 नंबर है, 2 नंबर इधर ही है ना मैडम. मैं कहता हूँ महाबलेश्वर कोकण आता है ना 2 नंबर. तो जितना बारिश यहाँ गिरता है और ये साल बारिश की जितनी कहर है, इतना लगातार ट्रैफिक कितनी, लोक संख्या कितनी है, ये सब का भी हमें बहरा लेना पड़ेगा ना. सिर्फ मुंबई को ब्लेम करके नहीं चलेगा. और दूसरी बात, मुंबई में और एजेंसीज है. खाली
कौन से और कौन से एजेंसीज है?
मेट्रो की एजेंसीज है, MMRD की एजेंसीज है, MSRD की एजेंसीज है. तो उनको भी आप साथ में लीजिए ना. खाली महानगर पालिका को आप अटैक करेंगे तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. महानगर पालिका जितना हो सके उतना ज्यादा से ज्यादा पूरी तरह से करे.
तो सुरवे जी, आपसे साफ सवाल है. पहली बात तो डीसिल्टिंग तो महानगर पालिका का काम है, ये कोई दूसरी एजेंसी के अंडर नहीं आती.
नहीं, सब जगह डिसल्टिंग महानगर पालिका करके ऐसा नहीं ना. काफी PWD के भी रोड्स है, PWD करती है. क्या MMRD की अंडर आते हैं?
नहीं, मीठी नदी की डिसिल्टिंग और ड्रेन्स की डिसिल्टिंग का काम किसका है?
मेट्रो ने इतने खुद के रखा है, उसका जिम्मेदार कौन है?
नहीं, मीठी नदी और ये ड्रेन्स की डिसिल्टिंग का काम किसका है? BMC का ही है ना?
हाँ, वो BMC कर रही है।
सारे हो गए ऑन टाइम डिसिल्टिंग?
नहीं हुआ।
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, काफी काम हुआ है पहले से, आप देख लीजिए।
सारा काम हुआ
आज
कि काफी काम हुआ है कि कुछ काम हुआ है?
बोल सकता हूँ, आज मेरे यहाँ की नदी है दहीसर नदी, वहाँ का पूरा वॉल हमने करके दिया, क्लीन करके दिया, सब अच्छा। वहाँ तो ये पिछले साल वहाँ काफी पानी भरा था, ये साल इतना बारिश होने के बाद कुछ नहीं हुआ है।
सुरभि जी, आप मुझे ये बता दीजिए, शिवसेना हमारी BMC पिछले 20 साल से चला रहे हैं, क्या आप इलेक्शन के टाइम पे आपको मालूम नहीं था कि मुंबई में बहुत ज्यादा बारिश होती है? आपको मालूम नहीं था कि मुंबई में बहुत सारा भीड़ होती है, कि लोग इतने सारे लोग आते हैं? तो आपने इलेक्शन लड़ी क्यों फिर? अगर आपको मालूम है कि इम्पॉसिबल काम है, कोई भी नहीं कर सकता, तो आप इलेक्शन में खड़े क्यों हो जाते हैं?
हम कोशिश पूरी तरह से कर रहे हैं, आप गलत ले रहे हैं, हम कोशिश पूरी तरह से कर रहे हैं। और हम निसर्ग की आपत्ति इतनी बड़ी आती है तो उसके लिए कभी होता है ना मैडम, ऐसा नहीं ना, निसर्ग के सामने
हमेशा होता है क्या? हमेशा आप बात क्या कर रहे सुरेश जी? हर साल यही कहानी है।
शैलेश गांधी, प्लीज गो अहेड।
Mumbai, now I'm hearing a new story. Rainfall in Mumbai is to be looked at as a disaster, and therefore we have disaster management. What a joke they are making out of this. Every year we have the same old story. Rains with little variation come each year, they come in a torrential manner, and we cannot and must not think in terms of allowing this city to come to a standstill, to lose human lives, and to have a complete mess up of the whole city. If that, as you rightly pointed out, if you believe you can't do it, don't attempt to stand for elections. Let somebody stand. I really get the feeling here, the political class today, they are like little children who have no clue how to resolve this, but are saying we want the power and therefore we will stay and keep on doing the way we want. Please stop this. And for God's sake, think of India, think of this nation. Nationalism is not merely raising a flag. Nationalism is thinking of this city, thinking of this town, thinking of this nation, which is not happening with any of the political parties. Mr. Shah also would not commit any year, any date. He went round and round and round the mulberry bush, told us all kinds of things, but does he commit a time? Will he, even now, I with folded hands as a Mumbaikar, I am saying, please tell us by which year will you resolve this issue? Can you give us a commitment for that, sir?
Atul Shah, pretend.
No, I don't want a commitment for metro. I want a commitment for.
We have come out with all the deadlines for all the work which we carry out. Now you give us a chance involving all the agencies, corporation, MMRDA, metro, and let's have a complete vision in as far as Mumbai is concerned and come out.
I believe that chance was given to you, Mr. Shah, in the 2014 elections.
No, madam, this is what I'm trying to tell you. But the other agencies were there. Now we have come up and convinced them that we'll have to work together. And now they have convinced. And
every assembly session we have raised this issue.
No. On the contrary,
falling into fears.
You should appreciate that this Devendra Fadnavis government has always the top priority.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let me just one more very selfish question. I'm going to ask Mr. Shah, Western Express Highway is a god-forsaken mess. Can you give me a commitment on the Western Express Highway? Can you fix the potholes on the Western Express Highway? How long will it take? PWD under the Urban Development Ministry comes under Mr. Fadnavis.
I'm sure Mr. PWD Minister, Mr. Patil is right now in Nagpur, but I'm sure by tomorrow he also must be watching at your program. By tomorrow I'll also call him up and we will see in the next debate. The government will be able to tell you about the concrete plan which we plan in as far as Sion, Panvel and other places are concerned.
फिर मैं अतुल जी को एक बात बताना चाहता था कि फीफा वर्ल्ड कप जो न्यू बॉम्बे में भी आयोजित किया गया था, उसके पहले सायन पनवेल हाईवे जो है और जो जहां का सानपाड़ा का जो आपने अभी दृश्य दिखाया, वो सारे रोड का कंस्ट्रक्शन जो है पीडब्ल्यूडी और एमएसआरडीसी के द्वारा किया गया है। उसके बावजूद वहां जिस तरीके से इतने बड़े बड़े खड्डे आपको नजर आए हैं, जो साइन पनवेल का रोड का अभी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने अनाउंस किया था कि वो खुद विजिट करेंगे और देखेंगे, यहां पर जो हालात देखने को मिले हैं, क्या इसके बाद जो 600 करोड़ रुपए से आप लोगों ने उसको ऐड किया है कि टोल में फिर से आप लागू रखे हुए हैं टोल को, कि आप 600 करोड़ रुपए में ये रोड को बनाया है, चौड़ा किए हैं, इन उस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को अभी तक आपने ब्लैक लिस्टेड क्यों नहीं किया? जब आपके सामने आपकी खुद की आमदार मंदा महात्रे ने नागपुर विधानसभा अधिवेशन में आपके सामने सारी सच्चाई को रखा है, फिर भी आप ब्लैक लिस्टेड करने में क्यों हिचक रहे हैं जय कुमार को, जिनको आपने आपको जय कुमार के बारे में बताता हूं।
जो भी ऐसे वायोलेटर्स है, they will not be spared, is the commitment of this government, and that is the reason महानगर पालिका में भी जो ब्लैकलिस्ट किए थे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर आते ही, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी
let me make you
Yeah, Clyde, please. Clyde,
Atul bhai, let me make you aware of this. This is a report in Mumbai Mirror just 2 days back. Just 2 days back, there's a report now. This is not what I'm making up, okay? What is written in there is that Jay Kumar, which was blacklisted for 7 years and was actually indicted in a 350 crore road scam, has now been given a 1,300 crore metro project. You know, the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, which is consulting the MMRDA, has gone ahead and given them this project. Why are you not talking about that?
No, I am talking about the 180 blacklist contractors.
No, we are talking about Jay Kumar now. 2 days back, Atul bhai, this is not my report. This is the Mumbai Mirror report 2 days back. I'm not making it up. You can go back and take a look at this. He has been indicted in the 350 crore road scam, and now they've given him a 1,300 crore rail project, metro rail project. How does it work? That means you. No, let me tell you. Faye, that's a very important point. Now, quickly point. What does the spokesperson of the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation says? Just because they are blacklisted by the BMC doesn't mean that other agencies cannot appoint them. What kind of a logic is this?
They are encouraging corruption. They are giving
what kind of logic is this? Why don't you answer this?
Contractors who are already blacklisted.
Why is Jay Kumar being preferred all the time by everybody?
All right, one second. Atul Shah, you said agencies are now going to work together, and now at least you have said the government is being sensitive and they are deciding to actually do some work after some 4 years.
No, Faye, you don't say that.
Okay.
We've done lots of work as far as development of Mumbai is concerned. Everything is, this metro is also going to help us in a way. We started it on the very first year.
No, yes, Mr. Atul Shah, that we saw today in Mumbai.
Okay, so can you tell me, Mr. Atul Shah, one second, gentlemen, please. Mr. Shah, can you tell me, Mr. Shah, can you give me a commitment? Mr. Shah, can you give me a commitment on the Western Express Highway and the Eastern Express Highway? So the Sion Panvel Highway, the Eastern Express Highway and the Western Express Highway, 2 arterial roads in Mumbai, come under the state government. Can you give me a commitment on these 2 roads?
Definitely, I will speak with Mr. Chandrakant Dada Patil, and he also must be aware of this problem. And we are committed to the people of Mumbai. We will definitely have a time period solution for both the problems which you have referred to. I really appreciate. We want to listen to the criticism. We don't want to shy it away. We don't want to put blame on anybody. But we are concerned about the people of Mumbai, and we shall definitely. And I really appreciate Mirror now for bringing up.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. 1 second, Rajiv Mishra. Mr. Atul Shah, please stay on the phone. Dr. Sona has called us from Mumbai, and she wants to speak with you. Dr. Sona, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know, are we including Vasai Virar in Mumbai or not?
Yes, we are. We are including Vasai Mumbai. This is the greater Mumbai area, but go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Sona.
So we have all these hardworking people there, and there is no electricity for 2 days now. No street lights, no essential food items, no instructions from MSCB when the electricity will be restored. Water has entered the ground floor houses. Snakes are entering with that. And it's just a disaster. We run 24-hour services. Today we had to to get diesel for a generator. We had to hire a truck. There was only one petrol pump which was open. We had to get diesel in the truck and load it into the generators. So this is the scene, and why is nobody talking about this? And who is responsible? How are we supposed to, what do we tell the people who are going to be sick at home? We have friends who are old, alone at home and sick. and some people who have young kids.
Atul
Why
Shah?
does this have to happen every day? And the roads of Vasai Virar, we couldn't reach our clinic for two days. Our staff is stranded in the clinic without food. We don't know how to help them. They cannot go to the next building where we have friends to borrow some food. Are we going to see this again next year? And we are the people who run the city. People who stay far away in Vasai Virar run the city in case people in the authorities are not aware of this.
Atul Shah, do you want to respond?
This is not.
You're right. This is a problem which always happens during the rain. But MSCB is also working day in and out, 24 hours. And the madam who has raised the issue of Vasai Virar, definitely her concerns will definitely be reported. And very soon the electricity will be restored. This is what commitment I can give right now. I will talk to Mr. Bhawan Kule, the Energy Minister, straight away after we finish this program.
Abba Singh, 1 second. Abba Singh, as a citizen of Mumbai, is this enough assurance for you?
Not at all, Faye. In fact, what is more worrying is when we know monsoons is a precarious situation in Mumbai. This is the first time that the monsoon session is being done in Nagpur. I think it is they are more interested into politics rather than looking into the interest of Mumbai, when the Chief Minister is responsible of the UD Ministry, the Chief Minister is responsible of the Home Ministry. Why has the Chief Minister at such a crucial juncture gone and is sitting in Nagpur? He is sitting in Nagpur. Why? Monsoon session was always in Mumbai. This is the first time you've taken the monsoon session to Nagpur. Are you not interested in the interests of Mumbaikars? When you know people are dying of potholes, people are dying because bridges are falling. No, you have to be here. You are supposed to run. You are supposed to run the city from where you are getting all the money. You have given the city to the builders. Mr. Atul Shah, the builders have hijacked Mumbai. You are only interested in letting them dig as many basements as they want. 7 basements have been made in Vadala, do you know? When earlier it was just 2 basements.
Well, let's ask, Abba Singh, let's ask Atul Shah that question straight up, point blank. Mr. Shah, the winter session of the State Assembly is held in Nagpur. The monsoon session is held in Mumbai. Why was the monsoon session moved to Nagpur? Is the state government avoiding the citizens of Mumbai this year? Did you know that it was going to be such a mess that you decided to avoid us?
That even Maharashtra, Vidarbha area they also need attention. And it's not the question of, discriminating any part of the state. And in today's world, the Chief Minister can well work right from Nagpur and can do things for Mumbai also. So
I'd like to see that happen, though.
Yeah. So this is not a question, and Vidarbha is also very important. And we shall look into the.
It is.
Yes.
It is. You are just leaving your responsibility.
The concerns
then
of the
you do passing the buck.
I've been right from the beginning. I've been saying.
No. You have failed the Mumbaikars today.
So the question really that we have to ask at this point, Mr. Shah, is when your bullet train and your metros are ready, what city will we have left for that bullet train to run into if the city around us is crumbling? It's falling under our feet. Our bridges are falling, our roads are collapsing, our trains are stopping, our houses are flooding. What city will we have left when you come back from Nagpur? Please tell me.
Asking me, Faye?
Yes, Mr. Shah, I'm asking you. You're in charge.
See, we are committed for the urbanization problems which we face today, and we have planned everything. Now, this 4 years, we are here and we've been doing work. A lot of things have been left, but we will take up these issues, and we have sorted out, and we have involved everybody. And Devendra Fadnavis is such a dynamic Chief Minister. He will
to the aspirations of the people of Mumbai. It is builders who decide whatever they want to do. Nobody is concerned about the Mumbaikars.
Rajiv Mishra, 30 seconds.
Unlimited FSI. You have given unlimited digging of the basement. No, it's a very worrying situation. The way the fire exits were not there and yet permissions were given. The Kamla fire.
All right.
Examples.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Only 30 seconds.
Very quickly, Rajiv Mishra.
मुझे लगता है कि मुझे लगता है अतुल जी ने आज वो दृश्य नहीं देखा है जहां एक बाप अपने 5 साल के बच्चे को उस जगह पे ला करके कर्ड और चावल खिला रहा था जहां उसके बच्चे ने दम तोड़ा है। यह दृश्य शायद उन्होंने नहीं देखा है। दूसरी बात कि उस औरत को मरते हुए नहीं देखा जो बस के नीचे चली गई। अभी मैं बता रहा हूं कि पिछले साल यही चंद्रकांत दादा पाटिल जिनका ये नाम ले रहे हैं, इन्होंने अनाउंस किया था कि हम चारों तरफ रोड पे घूमेंगे और जहां जहां पॉट होल्स हम पाएंगे वहां के ठेकेदार को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा, वहां के इंजीनियर को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। भूल जाते हैं अतुल साहब ये बात, ये सब बातें आप लोग भूल जाते हैं कह करके। अरे हम लोगों को याद है क्योंकि झेलते हम लोग हैं, आपको याद नहीं रहेगा क्योंकि आपको इसके पीछे कुछ ना कुछ अपनी राजनीतिक रोटी सेकनी है या फिर पैसा कमाना है, लेकिन हम झेलते हैं इसलिए हमको याद है। आप इतनी आसानी से कह करके निकलने की कोशिश मत करो। किस चंद्रकांत दादा पाटिल से आप पूछोगे? उसी चंद्रकांत दादा पाटिल से 1 साल पहले का उनका कमिटमेंट क्यों नहीं पूछ रहे? क्यों नहीं पूरा हुआ उनका? ये क्यों नहीं पूछ रहे?
I'm going to leave it on that note. And while I wrap up this conversation, here are some statistics that I should read out to you. What is the total budget of the BMC run by the Shiv Sena? 36,000 crore rupees. It's higher than several state budgets in our country. What is the quality of the roads they deliver?